the previous month's PPI was actually what? August 14th, right? We saw 0.9. Now 0.9 sparked what? An inflation fear, because this is the highest we've seen. This is telling us that the cost of production got very, very expensive. And whenever cost of production is increasing, what happens? The producers will increase things for the consumers. Do you understand? Now, all of a sudden, yesterday, we saw PPI this month before CPI. And the PPI gave us negative 0.1. But the previous, which was supposed to be 0.9, changed to 0.7. Now, you need to understand that this month's CPI is reacting to this previous data of 0.9, which has been updated to 0.7, not yesterday's PPI. CPI for this month is reacting to the PPI of last month. Please don't forget. Now, all of a sudden, what can we notice? The CPI did not increase. It was the same with the forecast and the previous. It was more of like an expected outcome. Now, remember what's going on. If you pay attention to what's going on, you can actually see that at this moment, we have weak jobs from NFP, right? Then we have what? At this point, the inflation is no longer high. Inflation tension is reducing. Reducing what? Inflation tension. Do you understand? So what are the Feds more focused on? They are more focused on the weak job data. And whenever jobs are actually low, how did I know jobs are low? From the 22K we saw on NFP. That's what the Feds are focused on. What do the Feds need to do to tackle this issue? They need to cut rates. That is what they need to do. But I'm not saying that is what might happen, but that is what they are supposed to do, so that they can encourage borrowing and more businesses can be opened. But for now, dollar is actually very weak because everybody is looking forward to a rate cut. The weak job is the main priority at the moment. Inflation tension have reduced. So do you understand why USD is selling aggressively? And do you understand why peers like gold have not made any move? Because they are all waiting for what? September 17th. So your best bet now is to trade peers that are not connected to the dollar. Like peers like GBP AUD. Peers like GBP AUD will continue to sell aggressively. Why will it continue to sell aggressively? Because AUD is tied to what? Gold. Remember, we are snipers. We don't rush the market. We wait for the market to come to us. I remain Oko Anthony Uche, also known as King of Fundamentals. Peace.